Hey man, what it is? This is Deem, and I am your host, and this is By Any Means. There go to Cash App, $ Deem by any means. There go to PayPal at Deem by any means. Y'all already know what I'm about to say. I don't care if you leave $1, $10, $1,000. It is much, much, much appreciated. The Four Kings, y'all. Y'all remember it was a time really like a year ago, but I'll just give you a year and a half, 2 years ago, y'all. And it was this big promotional thing about the Four Kings at the lightweight division. Yeah, it was. And I've had to hear so many narratives and so many lies and so much BS about, there being four kings and everything. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, the four kings was Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez, Ryan Garcia, Gervonta Davis. That was the four kings. And then there was one. It was four kings until it wasn't. This is what happens when hyping fighters, when capping, when narratives backfire. Y'all fans and y'all narratives and YouTube channels, y'all narratives and all that has nothing on real life and what happens in the future and what happens with results. Let's talk about it. Teofimo Lopez, the so-called Gervonta Davis biggest threat. All he's done since being named the four king was underperform. He beat Josh Taylor. That was the great performance, and that's the only great performance he has had since. Just to go all the way up to 147 now. He's not even no longer a lightweight, y'all. He just ran his mouth off of years of building his name up off of the lightweights and has not one of the four kings. Not one. Teofimo Lopez is the only four king to not fight not one of the other ones. But he got the most mouth and the most to say, and his career has been on a down slope. He's not the draw he was. His draw has went down. People aren't even interested in Teofimo Lopez like that. And it's all because of him and his daddy. He earned this. Oh, Teofimo Lopez, you earned it, buddy. Yeah, they'll talk about you if you start winning at 147 again, but that's what you're going to have to do. You literally have no other choice. Mr. Ford King. It's crazy how life turns out, ain't it? Teofimo Lopez did so much capping, so much talking, so much disrespecting to Ryan, to Devin, to Gervonta, just to not fight none of them and then go 2 weight classes up because he's undisciplined. Teofimo Lopez is not a 147-pounder, y'all. But he going to find that out real quick. Teofimo Lopez is not a 147-pounder. He wasn't knocking himself out at 140. What you think you about to do against Brian Norman at 147? I got Brian Norman winning that fight. Ryan Garcia. Do I need to say more when it comes to Ryan Garcia? Do I have to even say anything when it comes to Ryan Garcia? All Ryan Garcia has done is he's fought both of the two kings. He's fought two of the other four kings. Got to give Ryan that credit. But he lost to both of them, even though he beat Devin. From the PED thing, Ryan Garcia is on a mental watch right now by people. Ryan Garcia has fallen from grace. Ryan Garcia went from doing 1.2 million against Gervonta to a year later him being suspended and talking about getting canceled on Twitter and in life period. Good luck doing Netflix specials anytime soon, Ryan Garcia. Yeah. In my Charleston White voice. Disrespecting black people, disrespecting women, coming at gay people. You ain't gotta like gay people or like what they stand for. You ain't gotta say that they're gonna be eradicated and all of this type of stuff. You let God deal with that, sir. You're not God. If you truly believe that's what God, that's their light at the end of the tunnel. If you truly believe that is what they're gonna have to deal with the day they eyes closed for forever, then let the man upstairs deal with that. If you believe in Christianity so much, why are you trying to be God? That's not your place to do that. You didn't make them people, create them people, and you can't tell people how to live. Only the man upstairs can do that. That's why they got a thing called the Bible or whatever religion it is that you have. It is not on human to do it. Ryan Garcia went from being such a draw to can't even sell out in Houston. He went to from being such a draw to him and Devin Haney flopping, and they earned it, y'all. The four kings until there was one. But there was only one the whole time, though. Devin, the American Dream, Haney, did nothing but beat Regis Prograve, beat Lomachenko, and get embarrassed in front of the world against the guy I was just talking about, which probably is worse than everything Ryan and Teo can do because Devin has been exposed boxing-wise. Ryan and Teo still hasn't been all the way exposed boxing-wise. Devin got exposed boxing-wise by somebody we didn't even take serious. Y'all didn't take serious. I've always taken Ryan Garcia serious. Always. Because only an idiot won't take power and speed serious and size. Only an idiot to do that. Devin Haney went from being undisputed to retiring and dropping his belts, being champion in recess at 25 years old. Y'all all talk about the things he accomplished at the age of 24. Before the age of 25, can somebody tell me, before the age of 25, who has ever got beat up, dropped their belt, and went into be champion in recess? Devin Haney's probably the youngest ever to do that too. Devin Haney is probably the youngest ever to used to be an undisputed champion, and then the next year drop his belt, retire, and get beat up in front of the world. That's what Devin Haney also did. It was four kings until it was one. And guess what, y'all? The other so-called three kings, they earned every last bit of this. You can't even find Devin Haney on Twitter no more. You can't even find the Devin Haney fan. Where'd they go? I don't even see them no more. They used to argue every day to not being seen at all. I got to put an APB out. And you know why? From all that lying, capping, overhyping, and trying to use y'all fighters to down Gervonta Davis. See, talent's going to always outweigh everything else. Y'all can say whatever you want to say about Gervonta Davis. The problem is his talent is going to prove you wrong. That his talent is going to make you have anything. You're not going to have nothing to be able to say about it. You could talk it, but then once he fights Shakur and beat him and beat Loma, there's nothing you're going to be able to say. Actually, Gervonta Davis is the only guy that's currently now on a trajectory up when he was already above all the rest of these guys. His popularity is going up, not down. These other guys' popularity was going up and has plummeted. Plummeted. All from their hard earned work. Hey, kids, understand this. Hard work. When you work hard for something, you will get it. Ask Devin Haney, Teo, and Ryan Garcia. When you work hard with all of that capping, with all of those narratives, you get exactly what you asked for. They earned it, y'all. And let me get to that last king, Gervonta Tank Davis. Went from the guy that was ducking everybody to who might be wound up being the most duck fighter in boxing. Because the reason why Gervonta would be the most duck fighter in boxing, because he offers you something that can't nobody else offer you. The bag. The real bag. That life-changing bag? Yeah, that's him. And I want to say thanks to Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez, Ryan Garcia, because they are irrelevant right now in the sport of boxing. And their irrelevancy has made Gervonta Davis even that more relevant. I told y'all this would happen. Y'all said Ryan wasn't good. Then Ryan beat up Devin Haney, who said he was a C-class fighter. You had Teofimo Lopez, who was talking crazy about everybody just to not fight none of them. And still to this day building up his fights off of these same name guys. You had Devin Haney, who's done the most capping, just to get beat up by a guy he was capping about. Ain't this crazy? Just to be quiet and not call Gervonta Davis out at all. Ryan ain't calling him out. Devin ain't calling him out. Teo ain't calling him out. I wonder why. Then you left with Gervonta Davis, the guy who is what I told y'all he was. The guy who there was never it was always only one king. And guess what, y'all? When you go off truth and when you go off of what you see and you go off talent and you're truly not fanboying, your views and your perspective will get proven right just with time. I told one of my friends, this man who called me up all the time, man, and he know who I'm talking to. And I said, bro, just let them talk, bro. It's going to all get proven eventually, dog. Let them talk because I like to be able to use it against them later. Hi, Devin fans. Hi, Ryan Garcia. Hi, Teo fans. Remember, people were saying Teo got the best shot against Gervonta Davis. Now that's Shakur Stevenson and Lomachenko. It's funny how narratives and things change. But there was never four kings, y'all. There was always only one. And his name is Gervonta Tank Davis. Y'all know what this is, right? Dean, by any means. And I holla at y'all.